Do you ever feel regret for starting to wear the face veil at such a young age? You started at 15 years old, which is pretty young.
Yeah, and I started both the face veil and the scarf at the same time.
Time.
So no, I don't feel regret because from my mind, when I was 15, I thought I was older. Like I thought I was so old to like start the hijab and niqab because we're supposed to start it at puberty. And for me, like 15 was like a pretty, I don't know guys, when we're 15 we think we're really, really old. And no, I don't feel regret at all because I feel like I've been on both sides. I've seen what it's like when I didn't wear the hijab and niqab, and I've seen what it's like wearing the hijab and niqab, and what makes me happier is wearing the hijab and niqab. So I'm perfectly content with the decision that I've made because I knew exactly why I was doing what I was doing. Now say if my intentions weren't to wear it myself, right, and if somebody had forced me to start it, or if somebody had pressured me to wear it at that time, I would have probably felt a lot more regret. I would have been like, why did I do this? Why did I give in? Why did I feel so pressured? Why did I feel so forced? I should have just listened to myself and not do it, right? But alhamdulillah, I've been put in a position, I've been put like around people that were very supportive when I started this, that weren't pushy at all, that weren't forceful at all. My dad didn't even know I started it when I did. So alhamdulillah for my situation, but we should always remember that there are people that are going through this, so we should never undermine those situations either. And although I don't regret it, I know many women could potentially regret it, and we shouldn't say that you shouldn't regret something like this. We should always try to help them, advise them in a very kind way, and be polite to them. So to answer and summarize your question completely, no, I do not regret my decision to start the face veil and the hijab.
But do you ever think there's an age where it's considered too late to start wearing it?
There's never an age that's too late to start wearing it. My mom started after she turned 30. Like my mom started 1 month before I started my face veil. So
Okay.
So no, it's never too late. It's whenever you understand and you really, really connect with God in that kind of way that you start wearing the hijab and the niqab, right? Based on the opinion that I follow, obviously it's an obligation to start at puberty. But if somebody doesn't know why they're wearing it, there's really no point of wearing it because you really don't know why. And your intention won't be the right one. Because in Islam, intention is everything. I mean, you'll see non-Muslims also wearing the hijab or probably the face veil, right? But they're not Muslims, so it really depends on what your intention is. So you asked me if I regret wearing my face veil and hijab, right?
Yes.
Do you regret covering your head?
Do I regret covering my head?
Yeah.
Wow. Of course I do.
What?
No, I'm not. No. I definitely don't regret. I don't see how I would regret covering my head. It was a decision that I made myself. If someone pressured me and said you have to cover your head or else, and I didn't know why I was wearing it, it would be the same reason as you. I think people don't realize that men kind of go through the same psychological process with covering themselves. If they choose to cover their head, someone's forcing me to do it, I'm gonna probably want to take it off because I don't know why I'm wearing it.
But it's just funny that women get asked if they regret covering themselves versus men. Men usually never get that question.
I've never been asked that ever in my life. Do I regret covering my head? It's just kind of like, oh, but you don't cover your face. So
no one ever calls him oppressed. No one ever says that he's oppressed. Always me. Why? Why is it always women?
It's always the woman getting targeted. But technically, what if a woman forces a man to cover themselves in a way that they're not comfortable doing?
Behind the scenes, I'm really forcing him to do it. Oh, snap!